So the City of Kelowna has decided to go ahead with staff recommendations and allow alcohol on certain city beaches, and including this one in Waterfront Park. Alcohol will also be allowed at Gyro Beach and Kinsman. Specifically, staff suggested not to allow it in City Park, Stewart Park, and Carey Park because of the history in those areas of police calls related to alcohol. So the question is, how will it turn out? We thought we'd ask people at the beach how they feel about the change.
I think it's okay as long as it's kept civilized, you know what I mean? Like as long as you're not causing a ruckus and, doing things like that, I think it's probably okay, yeah. And I think it's pretty obvious when people are out of control, right? So
as long as it's monitored, you don't want big groups out here getting out of control. But I think a family or a couple having a glass of wine or a couple of beers is certainly fine with me.
We have to take responsibility as adults, and I think it's only incumbent on the people that are here to look after it. If they abuse it, I guess the rights are taken away, but yeah. I don't see any concern in that.
I don't see a huge problem with it, but I do think that, especially with tourists and everything, that it might get a little out of control.
Yeah, I don't think it should be allowed.
Why not?
It's because it's giving it license to, as it is now, you have alcohol on the beach anyway, but they're hiding it. If you make it legal, they're going to bring it out in the open, and I just think it's going to be abused.
The kids have always drank on the beach.
It is happening regardless of
Yeah. So whether legitimizing it helps, hinders, but a lot of people love to come down with a beer and sit on the beach, right? And there's nothing wrong with that.
Personally speaking, I was just telling my girlfriend, if I had a whole day to myself here, I'd have my lawn chair, my book, my sewing, and a couple of glasses of wine. And I would totally enjoy myself.
And you don't think that would bother anyone else on the beach?
No one would know. It would be in a special container that no one has to know about.
Well, I guess, with this pilot project, you can, actually unveil your bottle of wine in full view and have a glass.
Well, in all honesty, obviously it depends on everyone's personal sense of responsibility. I wouldn't want anyone coming here where there are children and drinking too much alcohol and being obnoxious or being reckless in front of kids. So I think a lot of that is just adult responsibility. Don't you agree?
Personally, I would prefer they kept the alcohol off the beach just because glass and broken glass can present a problem as trash, and we've seen a lot of people misbehaving, and I'm not sure that everyone would be a responsible drinker.
The pilot project allows drinking till 9 p.m. each day, starting July 4th and wrapping up October 6th.